Many people have this problem of decision making. Correct? A lot of people, they come and ask me, Guruji, I always have a problem in taking a decision. Whenever there is a critical decision making problem comes into my life, I don't know whether to do this or do like that, or whether to choose this or choose that. Always it is a problem. Why this problem comes to you, why this doubt, and why the confidence of taking a decision is not happening, because you're taking decisions from your head. The moment I say head, I'm not talking about your physical head, I'm talking about your logical mind. Okay, your mind consists of many layers. Okay. It's a very big subject by itself, but let me put it in a very simple manner. There is something called conscious mind, there is something called subconscious mind, which is an extended logical mind, and there is something called superconsciousness. Of course, there is unconscious and collective unconscious is there. I'm not going into so many details. Now, whenever you take a decision from your conscious mind, okay, now we call it as a head-oriented people or head-oriented decision. And the decision is taken based out of logical things which is there in the world. It is pure logic. Okay, only when you take a decision in a logical manner, you will always have a doubt, because logic is very limited. Logic cannot go very deep and find out whether it is right or wrong, because it is based on facts. There are so many things in the world which is not visible, but your logical mind will not accept that. There are so many things which is there in the world which you cannot see, but logic will not accept. Your logic will accept only things which you can see, things which you can hear, things which you can feel, things which you can, everything. You need to feel it with 5 sense organs. There are so many things in this existence which these 5 sense organs cannot feel it. You will not be able to understand that. So simply, those things which you are not able to feel with these 5 sense organs, your logical mind will say it is non-existing, which is not true. That is the most important thing. So the moment you are lying in your logical mind, your life is very limited. So your decision making is also very limited, and there is every chance that you may go wrong. But if your intuitive mind, if your intuition, which I call it as a heart-oriented mind or heart-oriented people, if you start taking decision from your heart, it is much powerful thing. It goes beyond the logic. There is no logic there. Such things you might have experienced it. Say, for example, now a girl wants to get married. In Hindu culture, where whenever there is an arranged marriage is going to happen, the girl will visit the boy along with the girl's family and the boy's family. They will have a ceremony of meeting each other and try to exchange their views and whether the marriage will be compatible or not. They have certain rituals and procedures are there where they will look into astrology and all those things. So now you encounter the person. Basically, your dad told you, no, this boy is a very good boy, he's good looking, well educated, the family background is so good and such a lovable person, and all those criterias are fitting in Ma. Then why don't we go and take a look at the boy and you have a word with him, and if everything goes well, then you can always have a very beautiful fairy tale life, is what your dad told. And you go there, meet the person, and the person is front of you. He's so good looking, beautiful, well-mannered person, dressed so well, and the way in which he talks is so beautiful. Everything is perfect. When you are when your dad asks whether we can go ahead with the marriage or not, something from deep inside says something is not okay.
In continuation of the age-old tradition of the wisdom of India, to join the Alchemy program conducted by Guru Mitra Shiva, kindly register or call 96559 92559. Visit our website www.matangifoundation.org. Guru Mitra Shiva's alchemy classes are conducted in Chennai, Coimbatore, Madurai, Trichy, Salem, Pondicherry, Bengaluru, and London.
You don't feel good about the other person. Such experience would have happened to many people, and we call it as, my gut feel says, Dad, it is not going to work. It is not about gut feel, okay? But everybody uses this word. Gut has nothing to do with this feeling. I know this is one very important thing which I want to make it a point. I don't know where from this word came in, gut feel, gut feel, gut feel. Everybody is using this word, my gut feel, my gut feel. Gut and this feeling has nothing to do with this feeling. Okay, the feeling comes from the superconsciousness. Okay, it comes from the deeper, the most intelligent part of your mind. Prompts you, just gives you that feeling. It is not logical. It is not comes from your intellectual mind. It comes from deep inside, and that is always right. Every time you try to take a decision, if you are sensitive, if your logical mind is not very powerful, if your logical mind is not too very powerful, then the superconsciousness will pop up and it will give you a prompt, and the prompt will be momentary. It will just prompt you once, that's all. It will not going to repeat it. If you understand that, if you understood. Otherwise, if you miss it, you will miss it. Lot of people, they miss it. This example is not the only thing. There will be so many things. Say, suppose I want to go for a shopping, okay? I want to go buy some groceries in the nearby grocery store. And my apartment is just about 200 meters away from the grocery store. When I was about to leave the apartment, suddenly my gut feel will say, hey, it's going to rain now. Why don't you take an umbrella? It is not gut feel, my dear friend. I'm using the same word. It is my superconsciousness will give a prompt there. Hey, why don't you take an umbrella? Now, your logical mind will look at the above sky and say, oh my God, there is no sun is glowing, there is no clouds, nothing, no sign of rain. Why the hell I get this feeling? Oh, it's not going to rain. In the next 10 minutes, or it's going to take about 10-15 minutes to do my shopping, and I'm going to come back. Definitely, in the next 15-20 minutes, rain is not going to come. That is what your logic will say. Okay, now you're not going to take this umbrella. You are right. No clouds, nothing. Sun is there. You didn't take the umbrella. Now you go to the grocery store, thinking that you're going to buy only a few things. It's not going to take more than 10 minutes. You just take whatever you want to take. You go to the billing counter, and when you finish billing it and paying the money, 10 minutes have already passed. The moment you take the carry bag and you're about to leave the shop, you have met someone. Somebody calls you at your name and say, hey, Shiva, what are you doing here? The moment you saw him, he is one of the oldest friend. The moment you saw him, he was so happy. You have not met him for the past 20 years. Oh my God, hey, you are Ramesh here. And you both started a conversation, and the conversation is going on and on and on. You are so excited about, now the 10 minutes shopping is over. Now you are deep engrossed in the conversation. Time just flies. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour gone. And slowly the sun went away, the clouds came, and it started raining. You were so very zapped. The moment you finished the conversation and you want to go back to your house, the moment you came out of the grocery store, you might go, oh my God, it's raining like anything. I should have brought the umbrella. Now what happened is, now the moment you were about to leave your house, you thought you're going to finish the shopping and going to come back within 15 minutes. And you saw the sky, it was very clear. It's not going to rain in the next 15 to 20 minutes. And your logical mind told that, but your intuitive mind, it knew that, hey, my dear friend, you cannot come back after shopping, because you know what? Your 20-year-old, your old friend is also going to come there. You do not know now. I can see from here because I am accessing the subtle world. That friend has arrived there in the grocery store, which you do not know. Your logical mind doesn't know. I know that. So he is going to encounter you. You're going to talk to him, and it's going to take you're not going to come back within the next 15 minutes. You will come back only after 45 minutes and the rain is going to start within 30 minutes. And if at all you want to escape, please take an umbrella, is what your superconsciousness told. Now, this is the power of intuition. This power every human being has got in this world, okay, which your logic cannot understand. This is the discrepancy. The moment you start experiencing your intuitive part of your mind, after that you will never listen to your logical mind. Your logical mind is very, very limited. It can see through only what is there visible. But that which is invisible, the intuitive part, your heart can see that. That is something very beautiful and very powerful. The moment you start listening to that, your life will move into a totally different dimension. After that, your decision making can never go wrong. These are the most powerful people whose intuitive brain is got activated. That's why we call it as a intuitive brain. Your brain has got two layers, my dear friend, your left and the right. Your left brain is your logical brain, and your right part of the brain is your intuitive brain, which is connected to the left side of the body, and your left brain is connected to the right side of the body. That is what we call it as head oriented people and heart oriented people. So the more and more you move towards your heart, your decision making will be perfect. You can never go wrong, but your logical mind will not accept it. Initially, there will be always a conflict between your logic and your intuitive part, your conscious mind and your superconscious. But once you understand the power of your heart and the power of your superconsciousness, after that, you can never go wrong in your life. Your decision making will be very beautiful. This is the biggest secret. You must activate your superconsciousness, or you must start listening to your heart and stop listening to your logic. Logic is useful to a certain extent, but beyond a certain things, logic cannot go through. There is a huge limitation. Hope you got the point.
In continuation of the age-old tradition of the wisdom of India, to join the Alchemy program conducted by Guru Shiva, kindly register or call 96559 92559. Visit our website www.matangifoundation.org. Guru Shiva's Alchemy classes are conducted in Chennai, Coimbatore, Madurai, Trichy, Salem, Pondicherry, Bengaluru and London.